Hello everyone, my name's Evelyn. My film project is over Coco. I hope I haven't scared you or anything, but if you watched the movie Coco, I'm sure you're used to this. Um, but you probably weren't expecting this. I added some of cartoon effects so it can make you think back whenever you watch Coco if you have. If you haven't, watch it. After you hear me talk about the good culture in this movie, you'll really want to watch it, have your kids watch it, or even just yourself. But first thing first, so in this Pixar movie, it shows a young boy named Miguel Rivera who dreams about being a musician. Miguel's Miguel's family is entirely against music, which makes it extremely difficult for Miguel to pursue his dreams. So the reason behind Miguel's family, they hate music. They hate everything about it. You can't listen to it. You can't play music or anything because of an incident that happened decades ago. Being that Miguel, the little boy, his grandma's grandma, her husband walked out on them to go pursue his music career, and he never came back. So his grandma's grandma banned music from the whole family and never spoke about her husband again. Um, so as a hard-headed teenager, Miguel learned to play the guitar, he had a hero named Ernesto de la Cruz, and he watched him all the time on TV, and he learned how to play the guitar. So in this movie, it really reminds us how we wouldn't be where we are today if it wasn't for our ancestors' sacrifices. So in Coco, they show a lot about the Mexican culture through the entire movie. In the beginning, they show Mexican culture foods. They show tamales, which are very known in Mexican culture, which I'm sure you've heard of. They also show how the Mexican grandmothers like to force the children to eat more. So in the movie, Miguel's grandmother tells him, "Oh my goodness, you're a twig. Have some more." And she starts putting more tamales on his plate. And as she puts more on his plate, he's like, "No, gracias." And she kind of gets like an angry look, and she's like, "No, you're gonna have some more." And he's like, "Okay, yes, I'd like some more." That's a very like known tradition in the Mexican culture. Like you're gonna eat. If you're too skinny, you should eat. Another good tradition they brought in is knowing la chancla. As Hispanic culture, your mother used to say, "Hey, I'm gonna hit you with a chancla." The chancla is a flip flop. So your mom would throw it at you. They make jokes about your mom having a chancla training. So in the movie, the grandmother takes off her chancla and threatens a musician who was going to let Miguel, the main character, he was gonna let Miguel borrow the guitar. And the grandma, right away, she took off her flip flop. She was about to hit him. She was gonna threaten him, and she put it back on. So that was a pretty funny tradition they showed on there. I'm pretty sure even people who have friends that grew up in a Mexican culture can relate to the movie. In his culture, to the land of the dead, they show the Mexican holiday that is celebrated in the central part of Mexico, which is Dia de los Muertos. That's why I wanted to do this makeup. Um, in Mexico, this holiday is celebrated between 2 days, November 1st and November 2nd. And on November 1st, that's dedicated to the kids who have passed away, and November 2nd is more for the deceased adults. The family creates what is called an ofrenda, like an altar, and basically it's full of all pictures. If you've seen the movie, you know what it looks like, but for those who haven't, and they make an ofrenda. So say my grandmother, she loves sweet bread, so you would take sweet bread, you take water, you take all your family's favorite things, and that's called an ofrenda. You're basically offering them to come back to the altar. You offer them with favorite foods, things they like, a lot of flowers. One of the famous flowers in the Dia de los Muertos is the marigold petals. And even in the movie, the bridge that brings the people from the living to the dead, it's a big bridge, and it's made out of marigold petals. And that's another good thing they show. But in this movie, it's really good just how they show everything from all the different cultures, everything's really exact, and this movie really shows. You'll see how it's not all nonfiction. A lot of the movie shows fiction things, like they're really, really, truly tradition based. So if you haven't seen it, you should watch it, and I hope you learned something new. Sorry if I scared you again. Thanks.